Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Skunk River Radio, country music from 1990 through 2010 with some Iowa country music sprinkled in. Listen at skunkriverradio.com, download the app, listen on Alexa by saying, Alexa, play Skunk River Radio on TuneIn. Skunk River Radio will also be available on Google Assistant in the near future. You can listen to me, Steve Shuttler, each weekday morning from 6 a.m. to noon and listen to The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio, online radio for country music from 1990 to 2010.
Hey, this is Kimmy with Uplift Fitness. We're opening on August 18th at 101 East Marion Street on the Square in Sigourney. Come work out with us for free for 2 weeks, August 18th through 30th. Yes, completely free. 5 different class times will be offered with guided workouts for all ages and ability levels. Contact me, Kimmy Hernandez, at 641-660-5023 or check us out on Facebook. Make sure to reserve your spot for free on the 18th. Rise above and stay uplifted.
The 5th annual Travis Griner Memorial Tractor Ride is Saturday, August 23rd. Sign-up begins at 6:30 a.m. behind Griner Crop Service east of the Keota Water Tower. And it's all for a free will donation. Proceeds to the future Keota Child Care and Vets Memorial. This includes lunch and snacks along the ride. Sponsored by the Southeast Iowa Tractor Association. For more information, call Mark Sheets at 319-548-1077. It's the 5th annual Travis Griner Memorial Tractor Ride, Saturday, August 23rd. Hey-o! Welcome in. Oh, I know. Instant disappointment. It's just me today. Neil is a little bit under the weather. He had a crazy weekend. I don't know. I'm just making that up. I don't know what he did this weekend. I didn't really see much of Neil. So Neil's, again, a little bit under the weather. So you're just hanging out with me for a while this morning. It'll probably be a shorter show than usual since I don't have Neil to banter with. So but we'll do all the normal stuff. Thanks for tuning in. We're doing it. This is kind of old school, where it's just me. We've been doing this morning show duo thing since like March now, so it's kind of weird to be all by myself in here doing this show. But let's get to it. Let's thank our sponsors here on Just Another Morning Show. We do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. And, you need to check out their app. You need to check out their website. They've got free products with points affected. These are some things you can get during this month of August. So take advantage of the points that you get with the app. You can get all sorts of free things with that. Ooh, free Oreos down there. I see that. So I see you, Oreos. Oreos. Savings are made simple at Brothers Market. Again, go to shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. You can also download their app. It's a smart way to shop. Do it. Be smart. Shop at Brothers Market in Sigourney. Hey, we do thank Osky Dental. Toothy? I don't know. Toothy's not around. Toothy! It's weird. When Neil's not here, Toothy's not here. So maybe we'll get Toothy back when Neil returns. Hopefully, fingers crossed, tomorrow. Osky Dental sponsors our studios. You can schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan. Accepting new patients, Osky Dental will file your insurance forms for you. They're nice like that. They're a Delta Dental provider. Delta Dental. and they're located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. Should I try to... I know, Patrick. It's so weird that both Neil and Toothy are gone at the same day. Should I sing the phone number? Like 641-673-4845? I don't know. That doesn't have the same Toothy flair to it. But we thank Osky Dental and Brothers Market for being big sponsors of Steve Shetler Media and Just Another Morning Show. Okay, let me get my running shoes on. Let me get over to the weather lab. Here we go. All right, our weather for today. It's brought to us by the Garden Gate. Of course, they're at 105 South Jefferson in Sigourney, proudly serving Keokuk County and the surrounding area for 28 plus years. Stop in for fresh floral arrangements, home decor, sympathy gifts. They got something for everyone. And today, a 20% chance of some showers and thunderstorms after 10 a.m. Maybe a little bit of patchy fog. I woke up to some patchy fog this morning when I took the dogs out, so might be some of that lingering yet today. Otherwise, partly sunny today. Nice day. High around 82. Calm winds at about 5 miles per hour, so not too bad of a day today. Tonight, 40% chance of some showers and storms. Cloudy, low of 67. Again, pretty calm winds. Tomorrow, 30% chance of some showers and storms. We'll have cloudy skies to start with and gradually becoming sunny tomorrow with a high around 83. Tuesday night, partly cloudy, a low of 62. And Wednesday will be sunny and 81. That is your weather. It's brought to us by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. So, see, it's weird because I get through this stuff a whole lot faster when there's only one of us here in the studio. I miss you, Neil. Come back, Neil. Let's see here. What did I do this weekend, you're asking? Well, I'll tell you. In fact, I'll show you some pictures. Of course, we had the sports section Saturday morning. We had Friday, we had our Iowa Music Showcase. Chickadees were in. Saturday morning, A.J. Johnson talked with Albia football and a tumble volleyball. It was good. Yesterday, my family went to the Iowa State Fair. You want to see some pictures? I'm going to bore you with some pictures, some family pictures. All right, so there's my wife and I. They have this nice little thing you can stand in front of when you come into the fair and the one entrance. So we got our picture taken there. My first thing to do at the Iowa State Fair always is to get a pork chop. Now, you can call it a pork chop on a stick, but it's not on a stick. It's on the bone. You're eating the pork chop. So pork chop, it was good too. $9 for the pork chop, if you're wondering. One of the first things we did then when we got to the fair, we went to the Cultural Center and saw Dave Newsma's really cool miniature. You saw that video here a little over a week ago of Dave's miniatures. He made this of the pavilion at the Southern Iowa Fair, replica of that. So Dave got a blue ribbon, very deserving of that. And we got to point out that Dave did make a Skunk River Radio banner inside of the pavilion. So if you get up to the fair and you see Dave's miniature of the Southern Iowa Fair pavilion, bend down and look in there. He's got the Skunk River Radio banner up inside of the pavilion. And make sure you give him your fan vote on the way out. You can write down the number, which Dave's number was 49. So give Dave Newsma your vote for his miniature there. Of course, you got to see the biggest boar when you're at the Iowa State Fair. You got to see the Super Bowl when you're at the Iowa State Fair. And for some reason, my wife and my daughter just love getting on Ye Old Mill. I'm not really much of a fan of Ye Old Mill, but I get on it. Now, this is like the nice picture, and then once you get into the dark part, then we take all sorts of stupid pictures. That's like our family tradition. So, yeah. Ye Old Mill. Ye. That's what we did yesterday. So had a nice day at the Iowa State Fair. Let's take a look at our This or That. It is brought to us by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance and Real Estate in Sigourney. Cursive or print? What do you think? Do you write in cursive or do you write in print? I am definitely 100% a printer. When I sign my name, there might be a hint of cursive to it, but I can't legibly write in cursive anymore. Used to, but yeah, I print. So that's what I do. How about you, Neil? Oh, wait. No, sorry. This or that, cursive or print. Get in on that on the Steve Shetler Media Facebook page. Question of the day. It's brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa at 202 North Main in Sigourney. Yeah, Sherry likes to do the old mill. Question of the day brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa. If you could relive one major moment in history, what would it be? What do you think? If you could relive one major moment in history, what would it be? I don't know. I don't know on this one. Would you go back to like biblical times when Jesus was on earth? I mean, that's kind of where I go. I mean, what would be better than that? Hanging out with Jesus. So I don't know. What major moment in history, what would you do if you could relive one major moment? That'll be our question of the day. It goes up at noon on the Steve Shetler Media Facebook page. What else do we got going on today? Let's take a look at our tournaments. Our Athlete of the Year tournament, of course, sponsored by Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. The winner of our tournament going to be getting that championship belt, which we have made up. Our current matchup has the number 6 seed in the tournament, Cardinals Chase Johnson. He won this during football season last year. Cardinals Chase Johnson is going against the 11 seed. Woo! Who wants to say his last name? Atumwa's Kobe Chantalavon. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Chantalavon? Kobe? Kobe is the 11 seed. He had a fantastic football season last year. So that's your matchup. 2 football players going at it. Cardinal versus Atumwa in the Athlete of the Year tournament. The winner will move on in the tournament. Let's take a look at our brackets. So far, we have Slater Thomas moving on. We've got Georgia Smith. We've got Kaylee Helm down there at the 14 seed. We've got Rihanna Utterback. And we've got Addie Hill that have all moved on. Now, right now, we're over there on the left-hand side with Chase Johnson and Kobe Chantalavon. So get your votes in for that matchup. Winner will move on in the tournament. Championship belt up for grabs. Let's take a look at our Team of the Year tournament, sponsored by Kelly Style, State Farm. And Pekin football is the number 6 seed. They're going against North Mahaska football, the number 11 seed. Thumbs up for Pekin or heart for North Mahaska. Go back and find that post that went up at 6 p.m. last evening. Votes go till 6 p.m. this evening. Look at the bracketing right now. Cardinal baseball, EBF girls wrestling, EBF girls basketball, EBF boys wrestling, Albia girls cross country have all moved on. And then the winner of Pekin and North Mahaska football will move on in this tournament. The winner of the tournament will be getting a nice trophy courtesy of Swims Sports in Oskaloosa. So that's what's shaking there on our Team of the Year tournament. So those are our tournament updates here on Just Another Morning Show. Okay, yes, I am running solo again today. Neil is out today, so it's just me. Just little old me here on Steve Shetler Media on this date in history. Today is August 11th, and on this date in history, we've got 1860, the very first silver mine in the U.S. There's silver in them there hills in Virginia City, Nevada. Why is there a Virginia City in Nevada? I don't know, but there is, and there's silver. 1860. 1866, for you roller skating folks, the world's very first roller rink opened up in Newport, Rhode Island. 1866. It was on this date in 1919 the Green Bay Packers were formed and the Cheeseheads were born. My dad liked the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers, 1919. On this date in 1933, it was a hot one in Mexico. 1933, world record was set when the temperature hit 136 degrees Fahrenheit at San Luis Potosí, Mexico. So 136 degrees in Mexico, 1933. 1 year later, on this date in 1934, the very first prisoners arrived at Alcatraz, the San Francisco prison, the San Francisco treat, known as Alcatraz. And then 1951, a baseball game was broadcast in color for the very first time. That seems early for color TV. 1951. On this date in history, well, actually, let's go to on this date on the National Day calendar. How about that? Some days you can celebrate on this date on the National Day calendar. It's Play in the Sand Day. You got a sandbox handy? Make sure there's no cat poop in it or something. Play in the Sand Day. It's, what is this day? National Raspberry Bomb Day? Bombay Day? I'm not sure. Something with raspberries. It's National Sons and Daughters Day. I've only got the daughter, Riley. Hung out with her yesterday. National Presidential Joke Day. I don't know. If I did some presidential jokes, it'd just be nasty, and I'd drive away some of my audience. So I won't do that day. Let's see. All right, a little bit more information. Presidential Joke Day, an unofficial national holiday which is celebrated annually. This began back in 1984 on this date when President Ronald Reagan, was doing a microphone test and made a joke not realizing that the microphone was on. Whoops. That happens occasionally. So Ronald Reagan, the unofficial start for Presidential Joke Day, 1984 on that one. Let's see here. Yep. Again, we're going to move along a little quicker than usual on our morning show today. Just me hanging out, so nobody to talk with here in the studios. Let's go ahead, though, and take a break, take our first break of the day, and we'll hear from some of our sponsors like Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Osky Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Osky Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Osky Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Osky Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Osky Dental. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more, plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore.
Hi, Clint.
Hey. Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great.
Hey, Clint.
Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
Keota Veterinary Clinic. We're a small-town clinic that offers the advantages of modern veterinary technology. Our treatment experience ranges from animals as small as hamsters and as large as draft horses. Whether it's routine vaccinations or a complex medical problem, we're here for you and the animals you care about. Find Keota Veterinary Clinic at 102 East Broadway in Keota. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 4:30. Keota Veterinary Clinic, where hometown values meet modern medicine.
Hi, I'm Cindy, owner of the Garden Gate here in Sigourney, proudly serving the community for 28 years. We are a full-service florist and make deliveries to all of Keokuk County and North English. We also serve all funeral homes in the area. From fresh flowers, plants, and candles, we have gifts for all occasions. Did I mention we have seasonal decor too? We are located at 105 South Jefferson Street in Sigourney. We look forward to seeing you.
Hey, we thank all of our sponsors here on Just Another Morning Show and Steve Shetler Media. Brothers Market in Sigourney is our headline sponsor on Just Another Morning Show. Osky Dental, of course, sponsors our studios. We're live, we're local, hanging out here in downtown Sigourney. Thanks for joining me. I'm flying solo today. Neil has a little rumbly in his tumbly this morning. Oh, fingers crossed. Neil will be back in action tomorrow. So I'm hanging out here by myself. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. Let's go. Before we get into things you need to know. One thing I did mention earlier that I went to the Iowa State Fair yesterday. Had a pretty nice day. Wasn't too bad out weather-wise. We were worried about the weather because it was looking kind of rainy. But by the time we got up there, which was a little bit before noon, by the time we left, it was dry all day long, so it ended up being a really nice day. Did get to see some Iowa country artists yesterday. Saw Josh Sinclair and his brother. The Sinclairs is what they went under. They were at the Mid-American stage yesterday, the free stage, so saw Josh and his brother for a couple of songs, and then saw a little bit of Liv McNair, Iowa country artist Liv McNair. I'm not positive what they call it. It's the new revamped, it's like the Blue Ribbon Eatery or something like that is what it's called. So, yeah, go check it. When you get up to the fair, make sure you look at what's happening during the day, and if you get a chance to see some of our great Iowa country artists, stop by and see them and tell them that I sent you. So make sure you take advantage of that great free entertainment. Tonight at the grandstand, if you want to pay for the tickets, it's Rascal Flatts and Neil McCoy. So if you like country music, there you go. Let's go ahead and do some things you need to know. Whoa. In some things you need to know, according to new stats from the CDC, more than half of the calories Americans consume come from ultra-processed foods that studies have increasingly linked to health problems. Of course, yeah, if you're not eating that like natural stuff, you're going to get garbage in. So garbage in, garbage out. Ultra-processed foods making up large portion of our calories and our intake. Other stuff you need to know: Jim Lovell, an astronaut best known as the commander of the ill-fated Apollo 13, who uttered the phrase, "Houston, we have a problem," died last Thursday in Illinois. He was 97. Now, in the movie Apollo 13, that's Tom Hanks' character. So that guy passed away last week. It was, let's see here, and things you need to know, flash flooding. Did you see some of the video from Wisconsin over the weekend? Flash flooding slammed parts of Wisconsin Saturday night, forcing folks at the state fair to flee, canceling fair events and leaving some residents trapped inside their homes. So the flooding getting into Wisconsin. Other stuff, we hear Steve Bannon is in the early stages of planning a run for president in 2028. I am not super familiar with Steve Bannon, but sounds like he'll be running for president. It's on this date. Why do I keep saying that, on this date? It was in things you need to know, the owner. All right, so check this out. There's a place called the Oheka Castle. This is a wedding venue in Long Island, New York. This place is filed for bankruptcy. They owe creditors $63 million. According to this story, this place has $57 in their checking account. So $57 is not going to be enough to pay off $63 million in debt. They are going into bankruptcy. Oh, Taylor Swift news. Love you. Love you, T-Swizzle. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce reportedly seen house hunting in Ohio, of all places. So, Yeah, they just need to get married. Get on with it. Come on. Come on, Travis and Taylor. Get married. Other things you need to know. There's a sequel to The Batman. Now, this is Matt Reeves' 2022 film, The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson as the Caped Crusader. It's preparing to begin shooting in the spring. So, another Batman movie in the works. Oh, I should have got a picture for this one. Wasn't prepared for this. The world's ugliest dog has been crowned. The annual contest, held at Sonoma County Fair in Santa Rosa, California, awarded a dog named Petunia first place on Friday. Petunia and her owner, Shannon Nyman, walked away with $5,000 and bragging rights. I guess if you want to brag that you're the ugliest dog, there you go. Petunia. Maybe Google that to see how ugly the dog is. Other stuff going on and things you need to know. Jennifer Lopez was in Istanbul, not Constantinople, it's Istanbul. J-Lo in Istanbul. Why? I don't know. Evidently, she wanted to go to a Chanel store. Yes, all right, so let's start over. Jennifer Lopez was in Istanbul last week, tried to get into a Chanel store, but security guards wouldn't let her. They feared that they would not be able to control the crowds, so J-Lo denied entry into the store. Other stuff. They unveiled a giant statue of Tom Brady before New England's first preseason game on Friday night at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Old handsome Tom getting his own trophy. Or his own statue, I should say. Other stuff you need to know. Every 24 hours, did you know? Every 24 hours, 27,000 trees are cut down just to make toilet paper. So when you're wiping today, think of the trees. Wow, how do we sustain our trees in the world? 27,000 trees cut down every day just for the sake of toilet paper. Other stuff you need to know. An exceptionally rare first edition of J.R.R. Tolkien's fantasy bestseller, The Hobbit, just sold for $57,000 at an auction house in Bristol, England last week. So $57,000 for The Hobbit. And also, this is kind of strange and things you need to know. The 80th anniversary of dropping the bomb in Japan to end World War II might be today, or it's at least coming up. Did you know that just 5 months after the end of World War II, America staged an atomic bowl football game in the atomic ruins of Nagasaki, Japan? This was January 1st of 1946. A football game, I have never heard about this. A football game was played near the remains of a middle school just 100 yards from ground zero for the atomic bomb in Japan. The two teams were made up of members of Marines and Navy personnel and included an NFL star, Bill Osmanski, and Heisman winner Angelo Bertelli. So, a football game. I don't know if I would feel safe exposing myself playing a football game where they had dropped an atomic bomb 5 months earlier, but evidently they did. That is weird. Let's go to the impossible. Today's impossible question. All right, today's impossible question. Again, we're running ahead of schedule. No Neil today, so it's just me. Things are moving along at a quicker pace. All right, today's impossible question. 21% of kids say this is the most annoying thing that their parents do. I would be guilty of this for sure. 21% of kids say this is the most annoying thing that their parents do. Anybody got a guess on that? Let's take a look at our comments. Good morning to Dan, Bubby, Patrick, Nancy, Sandy, Sherry, Patrick, Dixie, Anthony, Sherry, Anthony, Peg, and Ron. Good morning to you all. All right, Patrick says, kissing. 21% of kids say this is the most annoying thing that their parents do. It's not kissing. It is singing. La, 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 la. Singing, according to 21% of kids. That's the most annoying thing that their parents do. All right, this is a place in the show where we generally take our second break. So you know what? We're going to do that. Let's hear from some of our sponsors right now.
We're always looking for ways to improve, and we do that by embracing new and better technologies.
With each of us having our own areas of expertise, we collaborate together to give you the best care possible.
Striving to give you the best smile, we believe doing things right the first time saves you both time and money.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com. Walker Drive-Thru at 820 West Jackson Street, Sigourney, is a locally owned specialty ice cream shop, which also serves sandwiches and appetizer-style foods. Try one of their many delicious Savage Swirls, a Tenderloin, a Savage Right, salads, nachos, sides, and drinks. It's all at Walker Drive-Thru at 820 West Jackson, Sigourney. Follow them on Facebook and find the link to order online. And be sure to try the Steve Shetler Media Flavor of the Week at Walker Drive-Thru. Hey, we do thank all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. Just another morning show. Brothers Market in Sigourney is our headline sponsor. Osky Dental sponsors our studios. Now, we just saw that ad for Walker Drive-Thru. Their Flavor of the Week this past week was peanut butter. We had to try out the Flavor of the Week. I had a Reese's peanut butter swirl with peanut butter ice cream. It was peanut buttery. It was good. Good stuff. I think that was Friday night. We had a little bit of ice cream. So good stuff at Walker Drive-Thru. Thanks to Brothers Market. Thanks to Osky Dental. Hey, it's Steve hanging solo. Flying solo with you on a Monday morning. And Neil, just a little bit under the weather, so best wishes to him. Hopefully he gets back to us soon. All right, so we're going to, as we mentioned, we're kind of buzzing along at a pretty good pace this morning since it's just me. We'll act like this is the time to look at our forecast once again. We're not just going to act like it. We're actually going to take a look at our forecast. There's a slight chance of some showers and storms later on today, and maybe a little bit of patchy fog out there this morning. Otherwise, partly sunny and a high of 82. Pretty calm winds today. Tonight, 40% chance of some showers and storms, cloudy, a low of 67. For tomorrow, a chance of some showers and storms, 30% chance, and a high around 83. Tomorrow night, low of 62. Wednesday, sunny and 81. So, wow, really nice weather here to start off this week. If you're going up to the fair Boy, you might want to go up here the next few days. Really, really nice weather. Our weather is sponsored by the Garden Gate on the east side of the square in Sigourney. Let's go ahead and take a look at our community calendar. It's sponsored by Enchanted Events. And, of course, they're located just south of Sigourney, right off Highway 149. Book your next event at Enchanted Events, whether that's a wedding, graduation, reunion, or whatever you got coming up. On our community calendar, we've got the Lewis Memorial Fountain Festival coming up on Saturday, August 23rd. It's from 5 to 9 p.m. It is a free event. It's going to be a lot of fun, including carnival-style games, free food, tractors, train rides, petting zoo, face painting, street dance with DJ, and a foam machine. Check that out. Put that on your calendars for August 23rd, Saturday, on the square in Sigourney. That will be a lot of fun. Also on the calendar, let's see here. We've got the pickleball tournament coming up. Labor Day pickleball tournament, Monday, September 1st, 4 p.m. start at the Legion Park in Sigourney. This is to raise some funds for lighting for the pickleball courts. So check that out. $30 to pre-register, $40 the day of. That's Monday, September 1st, 4 o'clock start time for that. And then also on the community calendar, coming up tonight, we've got Celebrate Recovery at the Gateway Church in Oskaloosa. That's every Monday night. And they have a meal that starts at 6 o'clock, and then they split up into groups starting at 6:30. Now, this is Celebrate Recovery for adults, and then also they have The Landing, which is Celebrate Recovery for students. Celebrate Recovery is a Christ-centered recovery program for anyone struggling with hurts, habits, or hang-ups, and The Landing is specifically for 6th through 12th grade students. So it's at the Gateway Church, Monday evenings at the Gateway Church in Oskaloosa, which is by the Walmart. So check that out. Put that on your calendar, and that is your community calendar, brought to us by Enchanted Events. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our birthdays. Now, although Toothy has the day off today, Chuck the chicken is here in full blast. Get out of here, Chuck. Birthdays, celebrity, and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers is your broker, your owner, your realtor, and you can get a hold of her at 641-295-4142. On the hometown side, we've got Bojangles. Yes, Bojangles. He's got a birthday today. Bo plays guitar for Cody Hicks and his band here in Iowa. So happy birthday. Robert Deitch. He is, I probably would be all right saying he's the premier singer-songwriter. The guy writes fabulous songs. You want a story and a song, Robert Deitch is your guy. Robert Deitch, an Iowa country musician, has a birthday today. Happy birthday to Robert. And then Will McGill. Mr. McGill having a birthday today. Happy birthday to Will. On the celebrity side, we've got actor Ian McDiarmid. Is that how you say his name? McDiarmid? He's 81. If you don't know him, he is the Emperor from Star Wars. Star Wars actor. He's the Emperor. Yeah, he turns bad. Spoiler. Ian is 81. Got legendary country singer John Conley turning 79. Actress Viola Davis is 60. Joe Rogan, podcaster, super influential, TV host, talk show host. He's 58 years old today. Chris Hemsworth, you know him as Thor, the actor, 42. And then TV host, political commentator Tommy Lauren is 33. Those are your celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Let's put some hype into what's coming up this week here on Steve Shetler Media. Of course, let's see here. Do I have his picture up here yet? I don't. Give me a second. See, this is where I would tell Neil to waste some time while I get a picture. So this is me wasting time getting a picture so you can see Robert Yeltman. Where's Robert's picture at? Stuff you can't see going on behind the scenes here. Robert, where are you at? Here we go. We're getting there. Hang on. We're just about there. Whip. There we go. There's Robert. Hey, Robert. Robert Yeltman is our guest this week on the Iowa Music Showcase. He'll be in on Friday at Barnwired in Sigourney. It's been probably about a year since we've seen Robert. So Robert Yeltman hanging out with us on Friday. He'll give us a live interview, live tunes, original music coming up on Friday. Make sure you tune in, watch the show live on Facebook and YouTube. Be there in person at Barnwired or listen to it later on Skunk River Radio. And then on Saturday, we will have the sports section. Did you think I had passed out? Sports section. Saturday morning, Barnwired in Sigourney. That's 119 East Marion. Get in, be there in person. Get in there. You get some coffee and breakfast on your Saturday morning. AJ Johnson from KTVO is our host with the most. And we'll be talking, I know Rihanna Utterback. We've got her on the schedule. She just committed here a few weeks ago to William Penn Wrestling. So we'll be talking to Rihanna about her decision there and other stuff going on. And I'm sure she's always wrestling. So Rihanna will be a good interview coming up on Saturday. We'll have some other athletes and coaches in as well as we get closer to the fall season. Had Ottumwa volleyball and Albia football in this past Saturday morning. So, as we gear up for the fall season, tune into the sports section and A.J. Johnson as our host. That is your sports section. Did I forget anything yet? Have we gotten through everything? I think we've gotten through everything that we normally get to. Without Neil here, I'm kind of thrown off just a little bit this morning. But, hey, happy to be hanging out with you all by myself this Monday morning. Let's do some weird.
That is weird.
In some weird news. All right, math. I am horrible at math. I'll tell you that right up front. Math did me in high school. But this is kind of crazy. I do know basic math. So, it's not uncommon for retail workers to deal with customers who get a little confused. This one might take the cake, though. TikToker Carolyn Minks shared a bizarre encounter from her retail job where a customer tried to pay a bill, $22.93. She tried to pay that bill with a $20 bill. And she was convinced that that was enough money to pay for her $22.93 bill that she owed. And she refused to believe that the $20 bill wasn't enough. Not only did the woman think that $20 covered it, she actually insisted that she was owed $2.93. It's just, the math was not computing in this woman's head. Minks politely explained the math, but the customer, she held firm. She was not budging on this. Even when a manager stepped in, the logic of numbers didn't quite click with this customer. Let's see here. Commentators were baffled online, concerned, and mildly terrified. Some blamed the education system. Others joked about how people like this can vote and drive and, do normal stuff like operating microwaves. So, this woman was just completely convinced that her $20 bill was going to cover her nearly $23 what she owed. So, I'm not. It doesn't say how it eventually worked out, but I'm sure they got their money. That was crazy. Oh, where's Neil? Neil, if you're watching this video by any chance, make sure you comment on this, because I might have to bring this up when he gets back on the show. A mermaid statue in Denmark has been making some waves. We've talked about it here on the show, and not because of its mythical charm. There is a big sculpture known as the Big Mermaid, and it is being booted from public view after being deemed ugly, pornographic, and apparently just a little bit too much mermaid, like kind of on the upper chest area. It's currently located in Copenhagen, in a town near Copenhagen, Denmark. The 4x6 meter statue is set for removal, which says it doesn't align with cultural heritage of the historic sea fortress. Some people are calling it vulgar and unpoetic. So they're saying it's kind of misproportioned. Again, think the chest area on this mermaid. Big chest. Big chest. So it's getting taken down. All right. I've heard rumblings that Neil's going to have it shipped to his house, but I don't know if that's true or not. Other stuff going on in the weird. A Minnesota Children's Hospital has fired 15 nurses working in its mental health unit in the wake of a patient's death. The terminations at Children's Minnesota followed the suicide of a 12-year-old at the facility in May. Her name was Sophia Kappen. According to the formal complaint filed with the state's Department of Health, the girl's mom alleges that her daughter was the target of intense bullying by other patients. Wow. The complaint states that the mother repeatedly warned nursing staff about the abuse, which she says included verbal harassment and physical intimidation, but that her concerns were dismissed. Now, Kappen claims the staff was negligent and failed to take the necessary actions to protect her child. Let's see here. Children's Minnesota issued a statement expressing condolences. It confirmed it has made, quote, significant changes to their leadership and staffing to ensure we are delivering the best and safest care possible. Now, the family's attorney has stated that a lawsuit against the hospital is expected to be filed shortly. So that's just, bad news out of Minnesota. Let's go to Norfolk. A hardware store owner. Where is this? I think this is in England. So this is weird. And that's why it's in the weird news today. A hardware store owner in England was instructed by police to take down a sign he had posted to deter shoplifters. So you can't have a anti-shoplifting sign in your store in this place. The guy who owns JC's Hardware created the sign after losing a bunch of money per month due to theft. And his notice warned that the store would prosecute any, quote, scumbags caught stealing. 2 police officers visited his shop, stating that the term could be recorded as a hate incident. Give me a break. They explained that the language was considered offensive and could potentially cause harassment or distress. Well, how about you don't rob from the store and cause him harassment and stress? You idiots. We talked about this, I think, last week here on the show. A farmer in Pembrokeshire, Wales, again, we're going overseas for this, has defended, and why does he need to defend this? He doesn't need to defend it. He can do whatever he wants. It's his property. This guy has defended his decision to spray liquid manure on hundreds of people who set up an illegal encampment on his private land. John Williams stated he was at his wit's end after a large group of revelers cut through his fences and established a camp with an extensive sound system on his fields over the weekend, so they were having a party. Williams claims he contacted police about the trespassers, but feeling frustrated by the initial response, or lack thereof, and concerned for his property and livestock, he decided to take direct action. A video of the incident, which has since gone viral, shows Williams using his tractor and a manure spreader that shoots out manure to douse the area near the encampment, causing the crowd to quickly pack up and leave. I think it's genius. The farmer's drastic measures have drawn a mixed reaction. While many people online have called him a hero for protecting his property, police have confirmed that they are investigating the entire incident. Why? He can do whatever he wants. It's his land. Nobody invited these people there. He can spray them down with the manure. Get off his land, idiots. The inquiry covers both the criminal damage and trespassing allegedly committed by the campers. It wasn't alleged. There's video of it. They were there. As well as the act of spraying them with the manure. Now, Williams maintains he acted as a last resort, highlighting the challenges landowners face when dealing with mass trespassing events. So you got people moving in on your property. Spray them down. Spray them down with the manure. Do it. I'm all for it. Other stuff in the weird. A medical report has highlighted the case of a New York man who died from a rare brain-wasting illness after consuming squirrel brains. Why are you eating squirrel brains? Eee. The 61-year-old Hunter developed a fatal and incurable disease, which is a variant of something called Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, which is similar to mad cow disease in cattle. According to the report presented from the doctors in New York, the man was brought to a hospital after experiencing a rapid decline in his thinking abilities and inability to walk and losing touch with reality. An MRI scan of his brain revealed damage consistent with the rare degenerative disorders. So, moral of the story, don't eat squirrel brains. It could make bad things happen. Boy, we got a bunch of good stuff in the weird news. Maybe it wouldn't be considered good, but it's definitely weird. A woman in Florida recovering after being bitten on the face by a spider while driving. An incident that she says almost caused her to wreck her truck. I mean, yeah, getting bit on the face by a spider might do that. Monica Alvarez driving when she felt something crawling on her face near her eye. Reacting instinctively, she swatted at it, which is when the spider bit her. Now, the sudden shock and the intense pain caused her to momentarily lose control of her vehicle. She did manage to regain control and pull over to the side of the road safely. Now, she believes the culprit was a venomous brown recluse spider, which she saw scuttling away after the bite. So, it's bad news. Let's go to Britain. Study by British scientists revealed widespread chemical contamination in wildlife, finding cocaine in every freshwater shrimp sampled from a rural UK region. So, cocained shrimp. Yeah, I'll take some of the cocaine shrimp on the menu, please. Researchers from King's College London and the University of Suffolk were analyzing shrimp from 15 different sites across 5 rivers in this county. The findings, published in the Journal of Environmental International, showed that the shrimp contained a surprising cocktail of chemicals, including cocaine. So, why? Why are shrimp? Somebody needs to tell the shrimp that doing cocaine is bad. Yeah. Shrimp on coke. You think they're... Hey, man. Finally, in some weird news today, scientists have pieced together the existence of the largest snake ever known to have lived. This is the thing of nightmares. A prehistoric behemoth longer than a school bus and weighing more than a ton. This is a prehistoric snake. Again, longer than a school bus, weighing more than a ton. I can't even say its name. It's so weird. This colossal reptile slithered through the swamps of South America approximately, because, they can tell, 60 million years ago, during the epoch that followed the extinction of the dinosaurs. So this was post-dinosaur giant snake, South America. No way, man. No way. I'm not doing that. Homie, don't play that. Bus-sized snakes. That's not cool. That is not cool at all. Let's take another break. Let's take our commercial break and hear from some more of our sponsors, like our friends at Kyoto Community School District. At Kyoto Community School District, we're proud to lead with innovation, excellence, and heart. With a student-to-teacher ratio of just 11-to-1, our classrooms are built for connection, giving every student the attention they deserve. We're continuing our 4-day school week for the 2025-26 school year, creating more time for personalized learning, enrichment, and support. And the results speak for themselves. In the 2024 ISA-SP scores, our students ranked number 1 in math and number 2 in English out of 12 schools in the South Iowa Cedar League Conference. That's academic achievement. That's community pride. That's Kyoto Schools. Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You gotta stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Swim Sports is located at 118 A Avenue E in Oskaloosa, Iowa. They provide sporting goods, screen printing, awards, and online store options. Call 641-673-6779 or email swimsportsllc@gmail.com. Swim Sports loves working with area teams and organizations to provide hats, trophies, t-shirts, and a whole lot more. Stop in and see the guys at Swim Sports, 118 A Avenue E, Oskaloosa. And follow them on Facebook at Swim Sports Awards and Screen Printing. Complete Care of Iowa is a medical clinic located in Sigourney, Iowa that provides care to patients of all ages. Located at 113 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Call 641-541-4040. Complete Care of Iowa is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday by appointment only. They're currently accepting new patients. Find more information at CompleteCareOfIowa.com. Complete Care of Iowa. Healthcare for where you are.
Summer and grilling are great companions. Tassel Ridge offers 12 different dry and sweet red wines that are perfect with grilled foods. Try the 2021 Iowa Petite Pearl or the 2023 Iowa Sabrevlois with steaks. Iowa Sweet and Snazzy and Candle Glow Red are sweet red wines that, when well chilled, pair nicely with grilled meats. Some of the Tassel Ridge dry and sweet red wines for grilling are available at our 350 retail outlets, and all are available at Tassel Ridge Winery in Leyden.
Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Hey, we do thank all of our sponsors that make things possible here on Steve Shetler Media. Just another morning show. And that, of course, includes our headliner, Brothers Market in Sigourney, where savings are made simple, and Osky Dental, who sponsors our studios. Hey, it's just me, it's Steve. I'm flying solo today. Neil, a little bit under the weather, and thoughts and prayers for my buddy. Get well soon, Neil. Hopefully we'll have you back on the show coming up tomorrow. It is 8 o'clock, and we are flying through this show way faster than we usually do, which is all, it's all right. It's a Monday. We can get things going and rocking and rolling here. Let's go ahead and do some files of law and disorder. In some disorder today, a Houston man successfully recovered his stolen property after finding it for sale on Facebook Marketplace. His name is Jose Martinez. and he reported the tailgate of his Ford F-150 stolen, a part that can cost upwards of $3,000 to replace due to modern electronics. Now, while searching online, Martinez discovered a tailgate that matched his own, complete with a distinctive dent, listed for $600, again on Facebook Marketplace. He promptly contacted the Houston Police Department, and then officers organized a sting operation. They were posing as potential buyers. The police arranged to meet the seller, Mario Garcia, at a gas station to complete the purchase. Once Garcia arrived with the stolen part and the transaction was underway, officers moved in and arrested him. Now, Martinez was able to retrieve his tailgate, and authorities advised truck owners to use tailgate locks to help prevent such crimes. Another interesting story out of Files of Law and Disorder. Police in Bangalore, India, have launched an investigation after the body of a 49-year-old woman was discovered in a lake at a popular public park. A person walking near Nagavara Lake noticed the body and immediately alerted local authorities. Responders arrived to find a disturbing scene as the victim was found chained by the neck, again, a chain around the neck, and weighed down underwater by 2 dumbbells. So, sheesh. Death is being treated as highly suspicious. Investigators are exploring all possibilities, including both murder and suicide. Some Files of Law and Disorder. How about a strange law of the day today? They say eating watermelons in Magnolia Street Cemetery in Spartanburg, South Carolina is forbidden. So, I mean, if you have somebody that passed away in Spartanburg, South Carolina, do not plan on eating watermelon at the cemetery when you bury them. That's forbidden. Magnolia Street Cemetery in Spartanburg. No eating watermelons in the cemetery. So do keep that in mind. Also, how about this for a weird... All right, this could have been in the weird news today. A popular British YouTuber and presenter has sparked a public health discussion after claiming that he has not consumed a plain glass of water in about 5 years. If my wife and my daughter are watching this, they'll be like, yeah, they'll say that this is me. So he is claiming that he has not consumed a plain glass of water in about 5 years. Now, the YouTuber, he goes by the name Young Philly, made the admission during a TV appearance, stating that he finds water boring and simply does not enjoy the taste. He explained that he gets his hydration from other sources, primarily by drinking fruit juices like apple and orange juice, along with soft drinks. His comments quickly gained traction online, with many people expressing surprise and concern. In response to the viral clip, health experts and dietitians have weighed in on the subject. They acknowledge that while other beverages do contribute to a person's daily fluid intake, they often contain high levels of sugar and excess calories. Experts warn that relying solely on sugary drinks for hydration can lead to health issues like weight gain and tooth decay. They continue to stress that plain water remains the optimal choice for hydration because it's calorie-free and essential for numerous bodily functions. So, I fully admit I do not drink enough plain water. Yeah, guilty. Guilty as charged. Let's go to the duh.
Duh.
In some duh. Let's go. Ooh, this is horrible. A disturbing case unfolded in Port St. Lucie, Florida, involving a 17-year-old named Tyler Hadley. After his parents, Blake and Mary Jo Hadley, told him that he couldn't have a party, Tyler murdered them in their bedroom using a hammer. Wow. He then spent hours cleaning up the scene and hid their bodies in the master bedroom. Shortly after, he proceeded with his plans to have a party. He put out an invitation on Facebook for a party at the house. Dozens of teenagers attended the gathering, many of whom were unaware of the horrific events that had transpired just hours earlier. Now, during the party, Hadley reportedly bragged to a friend, Michael Mandel, about what he had done and showed him his parents' bodies as proof. The following morning, a shaken Mandel contacted law enforcement through a tip line, which led police to the Hadley home. Upon investigating, officers discovered the bodies of Blake and Mary Jo and arrested their son. So the case has drawn national attention due to the shocking nature of the crime and the subsequent party. So he has pleaded no contest to 2 counts of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. So that is, I'm not even going to hit the dub button again. That's just disturbing. That's disturbing stuff. Did you go to the movies over the weekend? I did not. I'm trying to think what TV I watched over the weekend. We're watching a show called The Pit on HBO Max. If you like kind of a intense hospital, gritty hospital show, The Pit on HBO Max is good stuff. Let's see here. Top boxes. If you went top box office, if you went to the movies over the weekend, a movie called Weapons was number 1. It brought in $42.5 million. Freakier Friday debuted with $29 million. The Fantastic Four is at number 3 with $15.5 million. The Bad Guys 2 came in at number 4, about $10.4 million. And The Naked Gun with just $8.3 million over the weekend. Otherwise, everything else was under $8 million. Superman, Jurassic World, F1, Together, and Sketch. Those are your top money-making movies from over the weekend. Let's jump into our good news. You know what I'm talking about. I'll still do the dance. It's good news dance.
Good news. Good news.
And some good news, which, by the way, is brought to us by Jay Dennis, Bridalwood Midwest Insurance, Medicare made easy. Get a hold of Jay at 319-471-3328. Jay Dennis is our sponsor of Good News, and you can find this story posted on my Facebook page right now. So 4 Barbary lion cubs, 3 females, 1 male, were born at a safari park in the Czech Republic, offering hope for a species extinct in the wild. The cubs were seen playing outdoors under the watchful eyes of their parents. Now, they will soon be sent to other zoos, including a zoo in Israel, as part of a global conservation program. They say fewer than 200 Barbary lions exist in captivity today. So, some baby lion cubs born, Barbary lion cubs born. So get the full story, get the full scoop on the good news brought to us by Jay Dennis at Bridalwood Midwest Insurance. You can see that good news story on Facebook.
Good news.
All right. That just about does it for today. Let's take one last look at our forecast. Here we go. Forecast is being brought to us by the Garden Gate, as always. Stop in and see Cindy and the gang at the Garden Gate on the east side of the square in Sigourney. Slight chance of some showers and storms today. Maybe some patchy fog yet this morning. Otherwise, partly sunny today, calm winds, and a high of 82. Tonight, 40% chance of some showers and storms, cloudy, a low of 67. Tomorrow, 30% chance of some showers and storms, will gradually become sunny tomorrow, high of 83. And then jumping on to Wednesday, sunshine and 81. Your weather brought to us by the Garden Gate. Ah, yes, that's the noise. That is the call, the sound of the end of the show. So, yeah, we got through things kind of quicker than usual today. No Neil today. So, yeah, we're going to wrap things up a little bit early. There's nobody else to talk to here in the studio. So, what can I do? What can I do? Appreciate you guys for tuning in, hanging out with me this morning. It's a Monday. Get out there and enjoy the day. Should be a pretty nice weather for the next few days here in Iowa. Get up to the Iowa State Fair. Should be some nice weather for the fair. But otherwise, that'll do it here for just another morning show. Thanks to Brothers Market and Osky Dental and all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. You guys have a great day.